Hey folks, this is Lonnie Fox Raymond. I want to welcome you to the 2024 Colorado Classic, sponsored by Olhausen here at Felt Billiards and Bar in Englewood, Colorado. I'm being joined in the booth by none other than Mr. Adam Cisneros.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, thank you for joining us.
Of
We're pretty
course.
excited to have you. And we've got a great matchup going on here. In the room, we've got Don Hopkins, the legend, versus Shanelle Loraine. So this is a B-side matchup. We're waiting for player announcements to get finished, and we'll be right with you, folks. Enjoy the action. All right, folks, here we are. Here's the lag. Don Hopkins is on your right. Shanelle Loraine is on your left. All right, nice lag by Shanelle. She hit that beautifully. So we're going to talk about the match rules from this event. This is a race to 8. They're going to lag for the first break, which you just saw. It's an alternate break format thereafter. The 9-ball does not count on the break in the bottom 2 pockets. 3 consecutive fouls is a loss of game, and they are using the 3-point break rule. So, Adam, are you familiar with the 3-point break rule?
I am. I've played in a few tournaments that have that, and I like it, especially when breaking with the magic rack. Your tendency is to shoot soft, so you can control the one and make the wing ball. But with the 3-point, you have to hit a little bit harder, and it gets a little bit more random. The table,
yeah.
So it's not so predictable.
And we're using, we're actually playing with the 1 on the spot. And we're using the Perfect Rack, which is a rack sponsor here at the WPBA. So they're produced out of Canada.
Nice.
And they're repped by Brittany Bryant. So if anyone's looking for that, you can follow them on social media. It is called the Perfect Rack. And if you're interested in purchasing, you can reach out to the WPBA, or you can also reach out to Brittany Bryant. She facilitates sales for them on her end as well. All right, so Shanelle and Loraine to break. I know Shanelle's been putting a lot of time in her game. She recently just started shooting with the new How Flash carbon fiber shaft. She is a How sponsored player.
Just hit the side of the rack, but we'll have a little bit of high English could cause it to scratch.
Dawn's going to come to the table for her first look with ball in hand.
3-9 looks pretty close, but the rest of the table was kind of tricky, but I don't know how wired that is.
Let's see if we can get another view on that. What do you think? It's a little better view of it.
Not too bad. You can go either way. Just depends on how you're feeling. Looks like she's going to try to set up for the 3-9 combination.
Do you think that this is a situation, Adam, where if being that it's early in the set, that you try something a little more like that, or percentages, versus like risk versus reward kind of thing? It doesn't look like she's Tempting it. She underhit that ball quite a bit.
I think it just depends on how I'm feeling at the time and then how the rest of the table is laying out, whether it's real tough or if it's wide open.
Sure. Sure.
If I'm feeling a little bit tight, I might try to, the table's wide open, try to just run it out. But it's a good percentage.
Well, and she's got the carom here, so it looks like she's going for the carom shot. Or it may carom off the 9. There we go. I was thinking maybe it might bump the 7. Well, looks like everything's just a mess in this rack.
Yeah, this is going to be a little bit tricky.
Yeah, it's not a good one. It's not a good starting rack. I hope the ladies can figure out this rack without making too many mistakes, because it's the first rack of the match, and then you've got just clusters of things happening. It's not fun.
No. But it's a good way to try to get a little bit of the nerves and try to settle into the match a little bit.
Now, I want to be mindful, too, to let everyone know at home that these ladies are on a 40-second shot clock. It's mandatory. They get 1 extension per rack and 60 seconds after the break. Oh, wow. Nice shot by Shanelle. Got some of those balls to divide a little. Not sure they're much better, but...
A little bit tough.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the 4 ball looks like it freezing on the rail. I mean, personally, here, try to move the 4 ball and try to leave distance, like move the 4 ball to the short rail on the R side.
Okay, on the bottom of the screen,
yeah.
Yeah, so I just used like the screen is, they're seeing it the same way at home as we are, so I tend to use the top, bottom, left, right, as we visually see it. Makes it easier to describe. Oh, you see Angela Williams there to the right of your screen. She's playing in a B-side match as well this morning. Oh, like my table was crooked this morning, Adam. I don't know what was going on. I was like, let's make a little adjustment. But I haven't been here, so who knows how many times I got bumped over the night,
right? Exactly. I wasn't sure. I was like, maybe I'm just still tired. My brain hasn't woke up yet.
It's okay. I started looking at the TV or the screen, and I thought, man, that looks crooked to me. We've got to fix that. All right, so it looks like Dawn is going to get either her extension or a bridge.
So in situations like this, does the shot clock keep going, or
No.
does it stop?
So we've made a stipulation because we brought the shot clock to the TV table mandatory.
Mm-hmm.
So when they're on the TV table, if they have to get equipment or something like that, they'll stop it for them. So they're not penalized for that, and they're not running around the table carrying multiple cues. Obviously, nobody wants to drop a cue on a hardwood floor. So we're mindful of that in the environments that we're playing in this season. And so we've made concessions. The shot clock stops and starts back up when they reapproach the table. Just gives them a little extra leeway. It's not so stressful that way.
Not trying to run.
Yeah, we're just using the shot clock to keep the match going, and especially for the feature table, making sure we stay on schedule with that. It's not really like a penalty because the girls play forever or take too long. It's really just to keep play going smoothly.
Great touch shot.
I need 3 more cameras, folks. All to see.
Not sure if you can catch the edge of it, or has to come back to curve around it, masse around it, or do a one rail kick.
Interesting.
Now, the 5 ball doesn't go. You can just roll the 4 ball in and then just tuck the cue ball behind the 9.
Maybe that's tighter past that 7 than we think. It looks clear of the 7.
She had a lot more angle than I thought. It looks like she's going to kick behind the 5. It's going to run into the 9. 9 ball could go into the corner pocket, depending on the speed she hits it.
Oh, yeah. All right, so she's put some distance.
Distance entry topped over the 9.
That was definitely a difficult shot for Dawn. She was cueing so awkwardly. Dawn's got a good opportunity here.
Yeah.
Now, can she cut this in and draw it back and miss the scratch in the side pocket?
I think it'd be close, but I think so. And to get back to where her hand is. Oh, no.
Well, we have cut that a little bit more than she intended to, but I think it's fine. The 8 ball is very, very awkward here. She may have to fall underneath it. She'll be able to hold it. All right, she's
What a great
able
shot.
to. Yeah, she rolled that in beautifully.
A nice angle to draw it back and shoot the 9 ball in the top right.
I want to say good morning to everyone in the chat. Currently at the moment, for whatever reason, my chat is not showing me all of your messages. So I apologize if I'm not answering anyone in the chat room. For whatever reason, it's not working. I've tried to refresh it. I've got my phone open though, so I can see your chats on my phone. I just can't see it on my actual stream at the moment. Not sure what that's all about.
A nice little out by Shanelle. Just settle the nerves, get settled into the match.
All right, guys, we had someone pop in the booth. Say hello, Mr. Corby. He's going to be in the stream later today doing some commentaries, so we're excited to have Corby working with us here at the Olhausen Colorado Classic.
Dry break, looks like.
And I do believe this is an illegal break as well. She did not get 3 balls past the head string. She only got 2. So technically speaking here, this is when this rule gets a little interesting. So technically speaking, Shanelle could go ahead and give that back to Dawn. Dawn could push, but Shanelle being in an illegal break, Shanelle cannot push.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's weird. I feel like that's the only part of that rule that maybe punishes the opposing player a little bit, unfortunately. But It's just part of the rules. Okay, so
Uh-oh.
she was very aggressive there, and she didn't need to be, so she lost her cue. Um, but, you know, it is what it is. Dawn's coming back to the table with ball in hand again for her first starting shot in the rack.
Be a good time for Dawn. Just a nice little opening. It's a little bit of a tricky table. The 6 ball presents a little bit of a problem, but still, just get a few shots, get a good rhythm going, get into the match.
Yeah, and the window getting onto the 3 is where it could be, in my opinion, could be a little bit tricky to start just because it's a first shot. It is specific. She's going to hit it beautifully.
She landed perfect.
Yeah, she did. So Dawn is actually sponsored by the Jersey Shore APA Pool League. I don't know if any of you guys know that. And I also want to mention that Dawn has been playing on tour competitively for 40 years. She's a legend, and we're so grateful that she still makes an appearance with us every now and then. She's not playing full time at the moment, but we do look forward to having her back. She's taken about 6 months off, so it's nice to see Dawn back playing.
Yeah, it's great. This is my first time watching her play in person.
Oh, okay, yep. So you've probably seen tons of matches of her back in the day, right?
Yes.
Like she's, like I said, legend, especially in the United States. You know, if you know anything about pool, then you know and have heard of Dawn Hopkins.
Of course.
You know, I had her in the booth last night, and she's just so much fun. She's wearing her sparkly shoes today. Got a little WPBA logo on her hat. How is that? She's stretching awkwardly over this 8 ball. On a shot clock, so she's going to have to either use her extension.
And the 8 ball kind of presents a problem, but she doesn't have to put any type of weird English on it. She's just trying to get back up to center table so you can take a cut on the 6 to go back and forth for the 7.
All right, so she's opted to use the bridge. So she overcut that ball. She looks so very awkward. I could tell just from her getting prepared for the shot that she just wasn't comfortable.
Right.
All right, so Shanelle's got a bit of a tester here. I don't know if she'll opt to be offensive or she's going to try to play some type of containing safety. We'll see what Shanelle chooses to do.
I think she's going to try to attack this.
Looked like she was getting ready to put some high left on the ball.
A lot of left. I don't think you need to put that much, just a touch of left just to straighten it up off the rail.
And do you hold this or do you send it back and forth?
Me personally, I think it's easier if going back and forth because, trying to hold it, if you're nervous, you can get a little bit shaky with the back arm.
Or tend to decelerate in your stroke.
Yeah.
So she played the containing safety, which I think was smart if she wasn't comfortable. Although she did leave Dawn clear sight on the 5 ball. I want to let everyone know, too, for those of you guys who are watching at home or if you're new to watching the WPBA, these are the Pro Cup series of Aramith balls. They have the pink 4 and the orange 5. You have to tell people that nowadays,
Yeah, I completely understand. I tuned in yesterday just to make sure, being like, okay, normal, like pink, purple 4, orange 5.
Yeah, this one's the pink 4 and the orange 5. Yeah. And we use that on all of our tour stops. That's our preferred set of balls for the WPBA. Shout out to Aramith for just being a very long-lasting sponsor here with the tour. They've been with us many, many years, as well as Diamond and Simonis.
Long tester.
She's been rolling the ball really nicely, though. She fell under the brown 7, but From that distance, she hit that 6 probably pretty good.
And she hit it very
you know,
well.
For what she could have from where she was at, but.
Now, depending on the angle, she could send the 7-2 rails to leave it on the short rail down here.
Mm-hmm. Like she's crossing over it. All right, that's not safe. She opted to try to throw the cue ball. I wonder if she was trying to get under the 8.
Kind of looked like that's what she was trying to do. But a good opportunity for Dawn.
Absolutely.
The cue ball is naturally going to go to the right side. She doesn't have to do too much with it. Watch out.
Ooh. I was just getting ready to say, I do think that she has to be mindful. If she hits that ball too thick, she could bump into the 9.
Yeah.
So she did miss the 9, but almost caught the side pocket.
This shot, I like to go back and forth.
Well, she made the ball nicely. Unfortunately, her speed was just a tad off.
Looks like she has a good bank, but looks like she's lining up for the cut.
Yeah, I do think she's cutting at this. I think these shots, when you get in these positions, I feel as though they're more of a preference by the player. Like if someone feels a little bit more confident in shooting the cut shot, then they're going to cut this ball. Others may go for the bank to play more of a two-way.
Great
She
shot.
Slices it in. Dawn Hopkins, ladies and gentlemen. Score is currently 1-1 in this race 8 B-side matchup. So, okay. So, Adam, tell us, while they're racking, tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do here in Colorado?
Like for my normal job?
Yeah, what's your job?
Oh, okay. I work in the computer development as a project manager.
Nice.
And then at night, I pretend to be a pool player.
You pretend, huh?
I pretend.
Okay.
I'm in the fake it till you make it kind of stage.
Well,
yeah.
I was told that you are quite a good player and that that you have, quite a bit of respect in this area for your talent on the table.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that.
And that you're a great person. I also have gotten that every time I've asked someone about you.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. I
that's good.
appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm usually quiet. I'm usually like the quiet guy in the corner, so.
So they just think you're nice?
Yeah, yeah. For those who probably know me in the Colorado area, they're like, wow, this is probably the most I've ever heard him talk.
Well, we're glad you chose to do it with the WPBA, so thanks, Adam. We're excited to have you here.
I'm happy to be here. I was very happy to be asked, and more than happy to come and try to share some of my knowledge.
Absolutely.
This has been such a great event for the past couple days. So
it has. The ladies are so much fun. I tell people, if you have an opportunity to get to one of our events and get a chance to meet and chat with these ladies on a one-on-one basis, they're so approachable in real life. And I think people don't realize that, they think maybe we're going to be roped off or whatever, but we're not. We float around the pool room with everyone.
Yeah.
And so, we take pictures, we chat with people, it's so great. And so I always say it's wonderful to watch the stream, and I appreciate our fans at home that do that. But if we're ever in your area, you really need to come and check it out when we're live.
You really should, because it's been great. The atmosphere has been great. Mm-hmm. Even for being here like 9:30 in the morning, like Mountain Time, there's still the energy and the vibe is really good for morning pool.
We like to say here at the WPBA that we are fierce competitors at the table, but we're great friends away from it. And so we'll get done. We'll be playing each other, and we want to murder each other while we're playing, right? And then as soon as we're done, win or lose on either end, we're like, hey, you want to go get something to eat? We're just that way. It really is a big family here at the WPBA, and these ladies, they genuinely care about each other, and we spend a lot of time together.
Right.
We had 11 events this year on tour. And that's a lot of time to spend with each other. And so, thank God we all like each other.
And that's the way it should be.
Absolutely. All right. So she tried to play a bit of a containing safe. These tables are pretty quick. There's very low humidity here, and so we're noticing that the speed of the tables is a lot different than where, we were in South Carolina last month, and it's very humid there.
Right.
And so, the lack of humidity, these tables just fly.
They
It's
go. They
fantastic.
just roll on forever, don't
They
they?
do. We love it. I mean, I love it, but not everybody feels that way, but I do. All right.
That was a good shot.
Yeah, use that 8 ball to stop the rock. So a little bit about Shanelle Loraine. Shanelle Loraine is currently ranked 44th on the WPBA. Her first WPBA event was the Blue Emu Southern Open at Borderline in 2019. She's been playing for quite a few years here on tour. She's sponsored by Eastern Billiards, Andy Cloth, How Tips, which we discussed, and Dr. V's Custom Shop. So she's got some good sponsors, a good support system around her. And when we asked her if there's anything else that we needed to know about her, she said she's always grateful to play this wonderful game.
Yes, most definitely.
All right. Dawn really needs to settle in and try to get something rolling. She got it in there.
The
oh
cue
boy.
ball wants that to slow down. It's not going to. It's
5 ball got real big, didn't it?
Speaking of the speed, right?
Mm-hmm.
The cue ball just did not want to slow down.
Well, and I think, too, I like to remind people at home that these are first round matches of the day. And so other than warming up and practicing, when you're practicing, you don't factor in any kind of nerves or, competitive mindsets. And so things can be a little tricky in them first few racks. Well, she's going to get away with it.
Looks like she got, you can see the left side of the 4 ball.
Mm-hmm. And what do you think she's supposed to do here? Adam, you got to help me out.
This is tricky because the scratch is a big factor if you go with high. So if you're going to go offensive, you can shoot that with a low ball, try to come around 3 rails, but overcut it.
Well, she did miss the scratch, so that's good. And she has left Dawn tough. It looks like the 7 may hinder her queuing a tiny bit. We'll see where Dawn can get her hand in there comfortably.
The good thing about this shot is it has a big window to land to get shape on the 5.
To slow down. She's going to bump the 9 anyway, so that'll work out fine.
Oh.
Treetop.
That's an unfortunate roll. But the good thing is that you just have to concentrate on making this shot. Where the 6 ball is, you don't really have to do much with the cue ball.
Yes. And the 7 actually makes the pocket bigger, so, she's fine.
Oh, no.
See, she's able to cue nicely. She's just using the left side of the cue ball. She can play that into her position. Good shot.
Yeah.
I thought she was going to be in trouble over that.
Kind of looked from the angle, right?
Yeah. The ball was definitely makeable, even tree-topped over the 9, but still, just you have to be so much more careful.
Oh, no. She wants to make sure that she leaves herself a little bit of angle on the 7 so she can get back out for the 8. Oh, yeah, she has a good angle. I think she's going to come out 1 rail and play the 8 ball on this side.
Shot there by Dawn Hopkins.
And depending on the angle, she can use a little follow and shoot the 9 ball in the middle left or shoot it in the lower left. Yeah, perfect. What a great shot. Just like that, Don's up 2-1.
I want to say thank you to Wheelman in our chat here on the WPBA Billiards YouTube channel for his donation to the stream. We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
I had to get on my actual phone to see the chat. Like I said, I'm not sure what's going on, but it's not popping up on my stream set. So I'm going to try to get that figured out between now and the next match. I've twiddled with it a little bit, but it's just not working for me today. So not sure why, but it's not.
Oh, technology, right?
Yeah, and every day's a new day. Every day something new happens.
So, Lonnie, is this your first time in Colorado?
No, I've actually been to Colorado quite a few times over the years, but my husband and I, a couple years ago, drove from Michigan to Las Vegas, which I had never done. I've been to Vegas over 20 times and I never drove it. So my husband's like, let's do it. Let's check it off the bucket list, you know?
Right.
So we took a week to drive out and just seen a bunch of places. We stayed in Vail.
That's
It
a
was
beautiful place.
beautiful. So yeah, I've been quite a few times, and then of course Nicole Keeney's from this area, and so I've been around a little bit here and there. I've played on teams with Nicole. She's one of my favorites.
Yeah, Nicole is great.
She's one of my favorite people.
Yeah, we do miss her around here.
Yeah.
Because I believe she lives in California now.
Yeah, doing great too. And it's nice to have her here. I know she's really happy to be here. As a matter of fact, she played on our stream. If anybody wanted to go back and watch it, she played Savannah Easton, and they had, I think, a Hill thriller.
Oh, man.
Nicole snuck it out, but it's a good match. It's a really good match. If anyone's interested, you can go back to our YouTube channel and watch that match.
It'll be interesting to see if the 4-ball goes, or she has to put high left and try to break it out from the 8.
Yeah, I wonder if that ball goes. Let's let her this ball, and we'll switch views, see if we can't get a better view of that 4. Ooh, it's tight. I think it's tucked under the 8 a little bit.
I think so too. Looks like she's going to I'm going to have to try to run into it.
So that would be some high left-hand spin.
Yes. Not too hard, because especially if the table is playing a little bit slidey, you want the English to grab a little bit more.
All right, maybe it goes. Maybe our view is deceiving. So, Adam, do you play all your leagues and stuff here at Fell? Are you a regular here?
No, I live in North Denver, so it's a little bit of a drive for me to get down there. So
Yeah.
more towards in the pool halls, more in the north part.
Well, this place is huge. Denver is huge.
Yeah.
I mean, it can take you, what, an hour to get to this side of the city?
It could. It took me about 40 minutes this morning
Yeah.
to get here, just because of morning traffic and all that other stuff. So, but yeah, it could take quite some time traveling across town, depending where you're at.
All right, so Dawn's going to have to make a decision here. If she gets into this, she'd have to draw it 2 rails back out for shape on the orange 5. This. She's going to...
No?
Ooh, she got around it with the 3rd rail. Nice shot.
This is a great shot, just a little short. I think she's okay. Just going to have to... little tester back cut on the 5 in the corner.
Yeah, she'll just use top of the cue ball, and she'll come around 2 rails for the 6 in the same pocket. Dawn's had some awkward situations here. Now she's stretched across this one too.
Yeah, she's
had to use an extension, a bridge. This poor lady, she's all over the table today. Dawn was a top 16 player each year for 4 decades.
Wow, that is impressive.
That's impressive, isn't it?
That is very impressive.
Very impressive. She won the Super Billiards Expo Players Championship. She's also been a state champion in 8-ball, 9-ball, and 14.1.
Nice.
So she's a very, very skilled straight pool player as well. She's also a musician, so a lot of people don't know that, but she's a bass player.
Oh, nice.
And she plays in a band and everything. Like, she's a total rock star. I think she's residing in New Jersey right now.
Huh, that's interesting. Did she touch the cue ball?
She sure did. Look at that. Tapped it. Little tap tappy. All right, Dawn's like, okay, I'll take it. Let's go.
Just pull the cue ball back just a little bit.
Yeah, and really, she doesn't even have to. She could
Yeah.
just play a stop on the ball and shoot the 7. Where it lies, it lends itself naturally to the 8. Perfect. Like this, get a little closer to the work.
Yeah, the 7, 8, 9, only natural.
You know, I do feel a tad bit bad for Dawn because she's literally not played in 6 months, and I don't mean just not played in the tournaments, but I don't think she's played at all. And here we go. Both her matches so far in this event have been on the TV table. She got first round. Her first round matchup, she played Margaret Fefalova-Steyer, and we put her on the stream. And then her B-side first round, we're putting her on the stream against Shanelle.
Talking about put her right in the pressure
Put
cooker.
her on the heat right now. What? Like, this lady, she's probably like, okay, I'm tired of this. Could I play on a regular table on the outside?
Yeah, nice out.
All right, so Dawn Hopkins extending the lead 3-1 over Shanelle Loraine. While they're racking, folks, let's check out our sponsors for this event. All right, folks, Shanelle racking. It is her break. She's breaking rack 5. She won the lag, so she'll be breaking on all the odd racks.
Now, our last break, she hit it good. Let's see how this one turns out. A little unlucky with the 3 ball.
So she made 1. She got 2 past the head string. And by the way, the head string, when I say that, it literally isn't the base of the ball. Any plane of the ball that crosses the plane
That's good to
counts. So looks like the 3 got her there. Kick on. Gonna get fortunate here and get her underneath that little wall of balls. Shot by Shanelle.
know. Yeah. I tried a 1 rail kick off the right rail, off the right long rail. If you hit a little bit low, the cue ball can go Get some coverage behind the stack of the 2, 9, and 5.
See, do you think that 7 poses any problem for this one real kick? She's going to have to put some kill on the cue ball, which is going to send the cue ball this direction. Well, all right, Shanelle's going to come to the table with a good starting shot. And I do think the 2 may go.
I think it looks like it.
Yeah,
looks like she has enough room.
From this view, it definitely looks like she's got the window. Let's roll that in. Now this could be interesting because the 3 is down on this end of the table. Not exactly sure the angle that Shanelle has on this 2 or if she's fallen straight. Bump off that 9 ball.
It's not too bad. She can come out 2 barrels back up to center table and shoot the 4 on the top right.
Wow, she hit that nicely.
She did. Nice smooth stroke, stayed down.
All right, so she's left herself under the 4, but it does lend itself to shape on the 5, so that's good.
It kind of looks like she might flirt with the 7 a little bit.
Which might actually help her because of the speed. She's cutting it thin. Well, she came under the 7 though. So she's aiming to cut this 5 ball in, which is good. I think that's, if you're comfortable with this, the cue ball is going to come 2 rails out for the 7 in the right-hand side. Try.
Nice try.
And I do think she's left down on the awkward side of that side pocket for this 5.
Yes.
I don't know if she's got enough where she can cut it in comfortably and miss the scratch. I think so. It's so difficult for
It's
me
hard
here.
from this angle, right? She's going to have to play, if she decides to cut in the lower left, she's going to have to play it a little bit soft to make sure that the English grabs and
Gets her back across table.
right, and then avoids the side pocket or avoids hitting the point of the side pocket. Just to grab enough of the rail to come across.
Now, could she be offensive and go for the bank shot here? No, she can cut it. She actually overcut that ball. So awkward. All right, so Shanelle comes to the table. She's got a really good opportunity here. I think she just needs to stay on the good side of the 8 ball. So if she can get from the 5 to the 7 and have a proper angle on the 8 to get down table for the 9, she'll be fine.
Yeah. Doesn't have to do too much with the cue ball. Just a center ball with maybe a little bit of touch of right. Don't want to be straight in. Yeah, it's a little bit of an awkward land on the 7 to get the proper 8 angle on the 8.
And she's looking at where she needs to be.
She has a couple different options. She can do like more of a punch stroke and punch it off the rail, or use just hot top high and then go 2 rails, come off the side and the bottom and come back up for the 8.
Ooh. She wouldn't have enjoyed that shot on the 8,
No.
getting back for the 9. But I do think she's gotten fortunate here and left on awkward on the brown 7.
Kind of like the kick and stick here.
Right. Well, and it's close enough to the rail that that will work.
Yeah. Looks like she's going 2 rails.
She's going to come under at 2 rails, huh? All right. Nice stop by Dawn.
Good hit.
Left a lot of length, got separation between the balls.
Now she's been rolling balls. Chanel's been rolling balls great this
Really
entire
well.
match. So where they kind of landed, she doesn't have to do more. She just roll the 7 ball in, and she's gonna get natural shape on the 8.
Now that time she put a little something on it. She
Yeah.
like shot it a little firmer, so. Left on. I mean, this is a makeable cut chop. Boy, there's a lot of distance there.
And you don't have to put a lot of English on this shot. Cue ball is naturally going to go back up to where the cue ball is right now. Take that, at least that path. And since the tables are playing fast and a little bit slidey, you know, gives you have a little bit of a play for error. Makes the pocket a little bit bigger if you hit it a little bit softer. No. You got a little fortunate. Now what you can do here is you can hit off the left side of the 7, thin it real close, and then bring the cue ball back down. The only problem is that you run the risk of lining up that 7-9. Just doesn't want to cooperate, does it?
Oh, the 7 ball's being a pain.
Mm-mm.
Nothing good happening with the 7 ball. So are you here for the remainder of the day, Adam?
I am.
Hang out with us.
Going to enjoy the action.
Well, there's going to be a lot of that today. After we are done here, I'm actually stepping out of the booth, and I think you are too, right?
I am.
And so we've got a couple new people coming in. I think Susan Williams may be in here with, and I can't remember who it is. I'll have to look at my list. But I'm actually playing on the stream next round.
Oh, well, no,
I
you
was
get to
like,
get the pressure
yeah.
cooker, huh?
Well, I don't mind. You know, I mean, I watch it all day long, so it's not like I don't know how it works. You know?
Right.
But I wasn't super excited about having to play on the stream, but I don't mind. Then my family at home, you know, because from Michigan, so all my people, this is a big travel for them.
Right.
So it's nice that when I do get to play on the stream, because my sponsors and my friends get to watch. Sure. Back and forth
Watch out.
action.
Oh,
Little golf shot there.
a little fortunate.
Little golf shot. Little golf shot action. I used to watch the old guys at the pool hall play that back in the day.
They still, like, there's a pool hall in North Denver and that they still do. There's maybe around 8 to 12, older gentlemen that they play golf for.
It's fun to watch.
6 hours a day.
Yeah, I'm not good at it, but it's fun to watch. Oh, she caught that very thick. Dawn comes back to the table with another tough shot. Now, do you think, do you bank this?
Yeah, at this
like
point.
the bank?
I like the bank.
Well, and I think, too, Dawn can be a little comfortable shooting this bank because she is in the lead by a couple games. So if you're playing percentages, right?
Right.
Like, you can afford to be a little more offensive here. Oh, a little short. Right. Right, Shanelle Loraine, she's got to take advantage. She doesn't want to extend that. She doesn't want Dawn to extend that lead too much further. This is an alternate break format, and although you are going to get some breaks here and there, you can't depend on your opponent to not get up and break and run out here and there as well when they're in the lead.
This is a big match. 3-2 versus 4-1. Huge difference.
Ooh. All right, Shanelle Loraine. Dawn Hopkins is currently up 3-2. While these ladies are racking the balls, check this out.
I love WPBA because it's like a big family and me feel so warm.
The sisterhood amongst the women. One of the greatest gifts I've ever gotten out of pool were the friendships that I've built from them.
What I like most about the WPBA is their continued support for women's pool.
I love the camaraderie and the competitiveness of the WPBA players.
WPBA gives us a chance, a stage to compete and show our passion.
WPBA always supports us in that every tournament we go to, they will always take care of us.
What I love about the WPBA are all the fierce competitors out there.
The competitiveness.
I love the equipment at the WPBA.
I like the most about WPBA that they keep continuing to support women's sport throughout so many years.
What I love about the WPBA are the fans.
What I love most about the WPBA is that we're all kind of like one big family.
I love that the WPBA brings great competition from around the world.
The WPBA has been a huge part of the growth of women's pool, and I love them for that.
Oh, we missed the break, folks. Sorry about that.
Is that good shot on the side pocket? We got a little fortunate. Can't tell if she can clip the one ball or not. Might have to kick at this one rail. Looks like she's trying to clip the right side of the one ball. Oh, she can see a lot more than I thought.
I want to say thank you to Jeremiah Gage for your donation to the stream. Thank you so much. We appreciate your support here at the WPBA.
Most definitely.
Yeah, and that's your first time donating to our stream, so thank you.
Nice little run rail kick. Didn't really leave anything. You can come off and shoot the one ball, send it down table, and try to get covered behind the 7, but the 7 and 9. But good shot. Nice little containing save.
Yeah, nice shot. Good speed by Dawn.
Oh, this is not like kicking 2 rails and it hit the short. In the short rail, the cue ball's going to come naturally back up table. Just want to make sure you don't hit the underside of the one. Oh, watch out. Watch out.
You called it. You called it there. All right, so Dawn's coming to the table with ball in hand. 4-6 is a little tricky. May have to play it as a combination.
Fortunately, it's not too bad of a combination. It's going to just be more of trying to control where the 4 ball goes after.
Right.
After you hit it.
Not super difficult, but enough space in between the balls, so you have to be mindful of how you play it. See what Dawn does. The 2 to the 3. We'll see how she opts to play these balls. Draw back for the 2. Straight on this, but I think she's fine. She's got just enough angle to get it back out to the center of the table.
Maybe a little bit of a thin cut, but if she's trying to play it in the side.
She could definitely go for the play in the side. 7 and 9 could be big balls there, though.
This is interesting. Where the commentary booth is, right in front of like the merchandise. You can see people putting on, like, trying on hats and stuff. It's interesting. I like that.
Yeah, at this, we figured that the best place for the merch table was either right by the tournament direction table, which is right next to me as well, or in front of the booth, because people have to go to the restroom, and it's right. They have to pass us to go to the restroom.
Right.
So we were like, yeah, let's just set the merch booth up here. But what happens to me is that when people are coming up to purchase merch, if I don't see anybody helping them, I'm like, hold on, I'll be right there. And I try to go help, you know?
Right.
I'm definitely one of those people. Try to do all the things for everybody as much as I can. All right, so she got on this 3. She definitely got on this ball. She's waiting for the table behind her. And just so you guys know, whenever the players have to wait for someone that's standing behind them, the shot clock doesn't keep going. They'll stop it. Can't be penalized for something that's out of your control. So, means that we've had quite a few events in pool rooms this year. We're doing our Back to the Bricks tour. And so this whole season, we've played in a lot of different pool rooms, reconnecting with our fan bases and our sponsors. And so with that, you know, obviously we have to wait for the tables around us occasionally. For anybody who's not familiar, we've got a really cool poll going on in our WPBA Billiards YouTube chat. You guys can go check that out. I'm not going to tell you what it is. If you want to be a part of the poll, you have to go to the YouTube channel.
It's a good, nice little save that Dawn just played.
Well, and then by doing this, she doesn't have to attempt to play the combination, right? She's going to try to put the pressure back on Shanelle. And if Shanelle doesn't get a good hit or a safety out of this, Dawn has a very open table.
And kind of the same thing with one. Want to try to play it 2 rails, just so if you don't, the cue ball automatically goes back up table. There's a lot of balls like the 5, 7, 9 to try to get cover if you don't happen to make it.
Shanelle is a very small woman. She's very tiny. So I'm sure that she's going to need an extension, a bridge, and a step stool. A tiny little human. Wow, look at the size of that extension, y'all.
That is.
That might be the biggest extension I've ever seen. That a girl. Well, that's what you need when you're a little person.
That's right.
You gotta use all the tools. What a great
Nice
shot.
shot.
That extension's half her size. Fantastic. Dawn, she doesn't want to get too rammy here. It's unfortunate because it's hard to play position on this. She's gonna have to just roll it in and accept the shot on the 5. Fortunately, she's missed the pink 4. It was not an easy shot.
No, it was not.
It was not an easy shot, and you couldn't really do much with the cue ball. The distance was a big factor.
Now with this, the cue balls naturally go 2 rails, maybe even 3, so you can, depending on the speed, playing in the lower left or in the left middle.
All right, so she's laid the pink 4 in the pocket. Now here, I like the fact that Dawn has a little more control now. The ball's in the pocket. She has opportunities. She just really needs to commit to position and, stay fluid, stay smooth, and trust her instincts. I think she'll be just fine on this rack. I feel like she's getting a little more acclimated to the speed of the table from the last few shots we've seen.
I had to comment on her shoes. Those shoes are fantastic.
They are fun, aren't they?
Yep.
Yeah. Like, anytime she wears them when she's playing, I'm always like, oh, so good.
This is interesting little safety if she can see it and try to tuck the cue ball behind the 8. But with the bridge, that kind of makes it a little bit tough. And she went full aggressive.
All right, Dawn's back to the table here.
Good shot on the side pocket. Come out for the 6.
Yeah, 1 rail back out. She does want to be, she does want to leave herself. She doesn't want to fall too straight, even though she could. I think it's better to leave yourself just a tad bit of angle. Oh, expecting that.
I've been a little bit quick.
Well, I think when you've made a few mistakes that you feel are uncharacteristic for your play, it does tend to get in your head a little bit. It takes you a few balls to get back into rhythm. Especially if you feel like, you've made mistakes that maybe you shouldn't have. And of course, we've got them on the feature table, so there's all that's going on.
A little bit of added pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A little heat on the ladies. So I think that could she see the edge of that 5? It looks like she did kick at it. Right. Oh, Dawn's got another tester here.
Yeah.
It's hard to get settled in if you just don't feel like you're getting the right looks. You know, and then of course when you do get a good look, you make a silly mistake because you haven't had a good look in a minute. You know, it's crazy how the mind can mess with you in this game.
It is, especially if you're not the match is not going really your way, or
you don't feel like it is. But
Yeah.
here I can tell you that in these long races to 8 with these ladies, momentum shifts are very common. And so I think being patient works well in their favor.
Yeah.
You know, I always say one of my phrases is patience is a virtue. In pool, you really have to know how to be patient and just wait for your proper moments.
you really do. And that was a great shot by Dawn.
Yeah, she hit that really nicely.
It was nice and smooth. She
And
didn't
being
rush.
froze on the rail, like,
Yeah.
it was not easy.
I think she bared down a little bit more on that one, especially since she knows that she missed an relatively easy 5-ball in the side pocket. It's a good recovery.
I'll let people know at home too. There are a couple different ways that you can donate to the stream. We do continue to provide you with free streams for as long as we possibly can. We're going to keep it that way. But we do depend on the donations from our fans. You can donate through the YouTube, which is the super chats or super sticker. There's a little money symbol next to your chat box. You can hit that, and that will direct you through donating through YouTube. And then you can also donate. You can go to WPBA.com. There's a spot there that says donate here. If you donate on the YouTube and we see it in the chat, we will give you a shout out.
Got a little unfortunate. Unfortunately, now it's another awkward shot on the 8-ball.
Right, well, she's left the 8-ball pretty much in front of the pocket. Although there's some distance, Shanelle rolls these balls in nicely. We've seen it multiple times already in this match.
I think she got this one, though.
Looks like she's in a high ball, so she's going to have to really put something on it. She got it around there.
A little bit on the 50-yard line between the corner and side, but
in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
I think she'll be cutting this into the side pocket. Doesn't have a lot to worry about as far as the cue ball. I think with just a top English, she can just play at pocket speed. That way she doesn't have to decelerate at all. She can just shoot through the cue ball like that.
Great shot.
Beautiful shot by Shanelle Loraine. Tied this matchup. We're sitting at 3s, Alex. All right, folks, Adam.
That's fine. You can call me whatever you want. It's fine.
Listen, I call everybody Alex. I have a buddy, long story short, I have this guy that I played pool with for years. He was a junior player. When he became an adult, I said, yeah, let's put a team together, all you guys that are coming out of the juniors. I'll play with you in pool league. So we did, and his name is Anthony, and I always called him Alex. I don't know why. If it's an A, I'm trying to call you Alex. Well, he would be like, Lonnie, that's not my name. My name is Anthony. You know, he gets so mad at me. And we named our team name Where's Alex? But we had a great time. He's a great guy. I still see him all the time. So shout out to Anthony Costello if you're catching the stream, telling our stories, bud.
Now, growing up, I used to be called Andy. You know what? For some reason, I don't know why. But
people will call you Andy.
Yeah. So it's okay, Alex, Andy.
You're gonna
Anthony,
answer.
it's fine.
Yeah.
Hey, you.
Hey,
it's
you. Hey, come here. You. Fantastic. All right, Shanelle Loraine to break. She is breaking from the side rail there. Left side of your view. We are breaking with the 1 on the spot with the perfect rack.
Now, this is an illegal break, or did I miss a ball coming up table? Oh, her ball went in. Never mind. It's good.
Yep, the 6 came down last minute there, and she did pocket one. Is she going to cross under it, put the cue under the 6?
I'm actually trying.
Leaked it out a little.
Yep.
This is interesting, right? You're going to cut this ball on the side. She really only, without elevating her cue, she really only has top of the cue ball.
No, it looks like it might be able to. I can't really tell, but it might be able to maybe run into the 9 ball and hold it for the 2, or
I'm trying to get closer to the screen. Maybe. I think she's going past it.
No.
Oh, look
Went
at
above
that.
it. Nice.
She rolled that in beautifully. Stayed on the good side of the blue, too. Nice shot by Dawn Hopkins there.
And come around 2 rails for the 4.
She hit that well also. Dawn's got here on this pink 4. She needs to move out of my camera view. Could you move over just a little bit?
I know you're playing, but
Yeah.
I need to see what kind of angle
You
you've
need
got.
to just move. All right, so she's definitely going to bump the 7. Like, do you think that she can draw? I don't know.
I think she can draw out of it. I think she needs to hit it a little bit fuller and throw it in.
So would you say that she's playing position for the orange 5 in the right side? Or can she get under it? Let's see. She is using a bridge, too. This is creative. Let's go to the other camera view. I like watching these creative little things. Right?
That's not too bad.
No.
It's a little bit awkward, but considering, not too bad.
I really think everything that's happening right now is just not really catching the speed of the table yet. Because you're seeing them either overrun or underrun everything. And so I just think it has a lot to do with the speed.
Tables are really playing really fast.
It's very cool down on the playing surface, and there's not a lot of humidity. And, well, I mean, it's warm. It's warm outside.
It is.
So I guess we're not used to this mountain air. That's what it is. Tables play great, by the way. So she overcut that.
She's going to have to roll this in. A little bit hampered by being on the rail.
Well, yeah, because it just doesn't lead to the 6. Not naturally.
No.
Yeah. Seeing a lot of that back
She's
and forth
jacking.
action.
Look, she's going to hit this a little bit hard. Great shot.
Wow. How'd she hit that, folks? Snaps to Shanelle. Good shot on that 5.
That was a great shot.
Yeah, elevated, and she hit it nicely. And this is a makeable shot from here.
Just a little bit high, coming in between the 8 and 9.
Oh, she twisted a little. You seen it?
Yeah, I did.
All right, Dawn needs to take advantage here. Get herself back in the lead of this match with these 4 balls. I like going one rail back in between the 7 or the 8 and the 9.
I agree.
You don't have to do anything fancy. Use the natural angle of the shot just to get the cue ball back down table.
Yeah, she's going to be perfect.
Beautiful. Kept it from landing on the rail. Nice shot by Dawn Hopkins.
Now, the only question now is, did she land straight in, or does she have a little bit of an angle?
It's a little. She's got a little bit of angle. I don't know if it's enough to do anything with, but see what she chooses to do.
Nice little punch stroke.
Hit it well. Slid it right past that 9.
So there was a good question in the chat. Like elevation changing the table speed. I think that more has to do with more humidity and dryness that changes the table speed.
It's the humidity or lack of.
Yeah.
That is definitely different than what we're used to. Most of our events this year has been on the East Coast or the South. So coming out to this side of the country with the lack of humidity here, it does. The tables do play a little differently than we're used to. Just faster. Just faster. They play great. We just have to get acclimated.
Nice out by Dawn. Retake the lead.
Currently 4-3 up over Shanelle Loraine.
Now, the good thing about the tables playing so fast is that you don't have to put so much to make the cue ball do what you want it to do, per se. You hit a lower speed, pocket speed, and make the pockets play a little bit more accepting.
Yeah, you can roll the balls nicely here, and they will wipe their feet on the way in, but they will fall. I mean, the speed of the table allows them to do that. I love it. But my equipment at home is also in a room that's controlled with air conditioning, and so I feel as though it's not that drastic of a difference for us. But I can see where the speed of the tables will take the ladies a bit to get, acclimated.
Definitely something to get used to if you're not used to it.
Yeah, it's not the equipment. Obviously, the equipment is everything that we're used to playing on. So I just think it's a matter of getting used to it.
I remember my first time going out east and playing it in humidity.
Yeah, you probably felt like you had mud balls everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is different.
It is a little bit different.
It is different.
Nice break by Dawn.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah.
2 balls down with a good shot on the 1 and
Nothing
the 2
touching.
ball.
Great shot. Great break here. Now I'm curious, if she cuts that 1 in the side, is she going to come past the 2 on the left side, or is she going to come under it? It's hard sometimes from this view.
It kind of is a little bit.
She can miss the 2, come back around. So she was able to go past it. Oh boy.
Watch out, 8.
My husband's moving around out there. I'm going to have to go yell at him. He's making my camera move.
Stop moving.
Yeah, stop wiggling out there. Can't you just sit still?
Now I can't tell how treetop she is over the 8.
It's like, yeah, see, she set her hand first, so difficult. She can just pocket the ball and bring it back out. Great shot by Dawn. She didn't fall straight, so that's good. She's got a little angle to work with.
Yeah, she can shoot it with a little bit of high left, then come back, bring the cue ball back towards center table, the side that she's on now.
In between player racks, guys, I will pop up the ball sets that we have for sale. We have previously used Aramith Pro Cup sets of balls, which is these, the pink 4, purple, or the orange 5. And we do have them for sale at this event as well. I think I maybe have 8 sets. So if you guys, that's something you guys are interested in, we'll pop up that graphic in between racks here and get you guys some information. I have this exact set at home and I love it. Elevating. Dragging that cue back out towards the center of the table.
Looks like she landed a little flat.
Yeah, and I think she hit the ball pretty fat, so it just kind of died after it caught the rail. All right, though. Just going to have to pull a stroke on it.
Yeah, either way, going forward or drawing back, it's going to have to put a little bit of a stroke on. Looks like she's going forward.
Yeah, she's cueing high on the cue ball. So that'll give her some follow.
I think she
may
got
have
away
just-
with it.
Yeah, I think she got away with this. So this is interesting and to see if she could jump this ball. It's tough. She may have to just try to play a containing safety here. Now she's looking under the 9, but I would prefer to go. I think she should probably go 1 rail to the right long rail and then kick at the 7. Try to get that 7 to bank up table some, keeping the cue ball under the 9. Here.
Just missed it.
Just missed it. John Hopkins with ball in hand.
Now, being so close to the side or to the corner pocket, I think for me, I like trying to go the aggressive, the more the offensive route and try to the pocket the 7 in the top right.
Now, do you like to play position? Dawn's looking to play position on this 8 ball in this bottom right-hand corner. Do you like playing position to the corners, or would you in some situations play the 8 to the side?
Depends on how close. If it's a little bit, if it was like my 6-8 inches closer to the side, I'd probably just play shape for the side.
Okay. Yeah.
It looks like she got a good angle. She doesn't have to do too much.
Nope. She fell really nicely on this 8. So she went to the rail and back out with the cue. She has left herself a bit of a tester on the 9, but I think it's a very makeable shot for Dawn. Just to bear down, pocket the ball. She doesn't really need to think about too much with the cue ball. Looks like it's naturally going to come out 2 rails back towards the center of the table.
Just have to worry about just staying down and finishing your stroke. Just like that.
Yeah.
Great shot.
Dawn Hopkins, current score 5-3 over Shanelle Loraine. Let's check that out real quick, folks, while you guys are at home. I've had a few questions in the chat. These are the Tournament TV Pro Cup set. They are previously used only one time by the ladies here of the WPBA. They are being sold for $370, which is an unbelievable price. You will only catch it here with the WPBA. Go to WPBA.com. Check it out. That does include shipping to the continental 48 states. This deal is only available during this event. Yeah, so I want to say thank you to Aramith as well for the multiple ball sets they've given us throughout this season and allowing me to sell them at such a discounted rate, because all those proceeds do go to helping us continue to build and grow the stream. Without them and our fans, of course, we would not have advanced as far as we have in the last year.
No.
So pretty grateful to all the support and I got to give a shameless plug to RJH Custom Cues, Richard Sue, for his recent sponsorship of this stream and the WPBA. Because of him, we have this cool new mixer and all these cool new headsets, and so big special shout out to RJH Custom Cues.
Yeah, everyth's top notch.
Yeah, we've come a long way. We started this, Angela Janik started this with a laptop and a cell phone, and here we are.
Here we are.
Here we are, folks. All these cool little gadgets in our booth, a couple screens going on at all times. Like it's nice.
Yeah, I walked in here and I'm like, oh wow. Now I'm nervous because all this equipment.
I have a little controller for my cameras. It looks like remember the old back in the day Atari controllers?
Yep.
So fun. So fun. All right, so Dawn comes to the table here. 1 ball does not look like it goes in the side pocket.
Does not.
It's going to have to play safety. I seen her look towards the 2. It's a great place to put the cue ball.
I think she got it.
Now, the kick on this one is difficult. You've got a lot of balls around it, and it's kind of in the center of the table, which makes it tougher to hit.
I think she's going to try to jump this. The jump lands.
Just go into the air, folks. It looks like she's got a Dr. V's custom shop carbon fiber brake jump.
Say that 5 times fast.
I can't. I had to read it just to get it all out. Oops. Smack set, folks. Hopefully that wasn't too loud at home. Evaluating the situation. Probably just used her extension.
Looking to see if the 6 ball goes in the top left. I think it's close.
Well, she did not make a good hit.
No.
But it was a cool shot on the 8-7.
It was.
It looked great. All right, so this actually works out really well for Dawn. She's got ball in hand. Everything's open after she shoots this one.
You don't have to do with you don't really have to do much with the cue ball.
No.
Anytime. 1 to the 2, 2 to the 3, 3 to the 4. It's kind of one of those dream layouts.
Yeah. I mean, and as long as you just stay within the good side of each shot, you're sitting beautifully in the rack. Very nice. Yeah, now that the 1's gone, everything is really open. See if Dawn execute through this rack and extend her lead. This is a race to 8. Hit this just a tad. Seen her kind of tap the table and wave at the ball.
It got a little bit awkward.
Kelly Isaacs sighting to the right of your screen, folks. Wonder Woman herself in action here on the B side.
Or cut it. Not a good opportunity for Shanelle to get back into this match. Put some pressure back on Dawn.
Going to see what's going on here on the poll. See what's happening. Okay, so the poll question in our YouTube chat here at WPBA Billiards. Who do you think pulls away and wins this match? We've had 87 votes. The poll has not ended yet. If you'd like to vote on that, you can go to the chat room in WPBA Billiards on YouTube, join the chat, and put in your selection. Think that Dawn's going to pull away, or do you think Shanelle's going to get back in it?
Nice little shot on the 3 to get onto the 4.
Yeah, she definitely could use this rack. Doesn't want to let Dawn get too far ahead. Ooh.
It's okay.
That made me nervous.
I kind of did. Get a little bit closer to the corner pocket than she wanted.
Made me nervous, Adam. I'm not going to lie. I was like, oh. All right, so combination here.
The 6 ball is going to sit right in front of this corner pocket, so.
Looks like she's cueing high and on the left of the cue ball. She unfortunately hit the wrong side of the 8. She hit the left side of the 8 ball, which forced the 6 ball forward. And now she's left underneath it. We'll see. It's looking at, oh, it's almost like she's looking to shoot it in the side. I wonder if it must go past the 9 in the side.
And shooting it like it is, but there's a nice little safe if it doesn't.
Yeah. There's a containing safety. Good shot by Shanelle. Very smart shot. Yeah, the way she was sneaking up on the ball, I thought, she's shooting that in the side pocket? She's sneaking. You ever notice that with pool players, Adam, that we sneak up on the shots? We
Yeah.
sneak up on the balls. When we get up back up to the table, we're like, oh, does it go? We all sneak up on everything. It makes me giggle because I tell people that, and then now they're like, Lonnie, every time I watch pool players, I'm like, oh, they're sneaking up on the ball.
Once you point it
She's
out, now
right.
you can't not
You'll
see
always
it.
see it.
Yep.
All right, so one rail at this 6.
Oh,
Oh, just barely
just
missed
barely
it.
missed.
And Shanelle Loraine, ball in hand.
Yeah, that was a good shot.
That was a nice shot.
She really didn't have to do too much, just kind of roll forward.
And that's why I think, too, some players will make the mistake of trying to shoot that 6 ball in the corner pocket and draw back out, right? But with follow, you have good control of the cue ball. You don't necessarily always have to shoot your object ball in the closest pocket.
Right.
If the cue ball control is much easier, going maybe to a pocket that's a little farther away, you have better cue ball control. I think it's smarter to do that. So I think that was a really smart shot by Shanelle.
Yeah, I agree. And especially when the nerves, you take some of the variables out of like rail speed, rail bounce. Because it's real easy to overhit that shot.
It's super easy to do so. But with that follow, I think it makes it a little bit easier of a shot to control. All right, so Adam, have you watched our stream much?
I watched a little bit
Okay.
yesterday.
So this is the booth cam. Are you ready?
Oh,
it's
man.
right there.
It's going to risk.
It's okay. It's okay. We're not going to hurt it. That's Adam, folks. Say hello.
Hello.
Thank you for tuning in. I do want to say that you guys can see on the screen there is a QR code that will ship you directly to WPBA.com to donate to the stream. You guys are we're super grateful for all your support over the years. And as we continue to grow, obviously, it's because of our fans. So if you guys want to take a quick picture of that, you guys can check it out. That is how you donate to the stream. It's another quick way to do so. And once again, thank you for tuning in.
Yeah.
I try not to put anybody on the spot too long with the booth cam.
Yeah, I was like, man, viewers might go down.
You wore your nice clothes today, though. I wanted everybody at home to see that you wore your nice shirt and your nice dress pants.
I was like, should I just dress in t-shirt and shorts? I was like, no, I gotta try to dress up a little bit. Now, if she wants to roll the 1 ball in, she can. The 4 ball is going to use as a stopper to stop on the 2. Or if she wants to, she can play safe as well. Kind of use like more of a stop to hide the cue ball behind the 4. Good shot. Oh, nice try. Giving a ball in hand. Now Don comes to the table. The 2 ball is still a little bit kind of tricky. A real tight window. Now she could go 1 rail and then just send the 2-ball 3 rails around with a stop shot. Play another save. Nice shot. I think she got the 2-ball in the lower corner pocket. Good shot. Want to go across one rail, shoot the 4-ball in the lower left. Don't really have to do too much with this. The 5-ball is close to the 4, so don't have to worry about too much about shape. Ask that ball to slow down a little bit. Yeah, she can be just fine. So Lonnie had to step out for a quick sec, so you guys are just here in the booth alone. So hopefully I do okay commentating for you guys. First time in the booth, so a little nervous, so bear with me, guys. I apologize if I'm a little bit choppy. Shanelle's going to come out to the table with a good opportunity to try to tie this match back up. Just roll this ball in. She wants leave a little bit of angle on the 5 so she can come back for the 7. Low down ball. No, and overhit it just a little bit. By a little bit, I mean kind of a lot. So you can try to, I would just play safe. Try to leave the 5-ball down in the middle of the short rail and put the cue ball, try to get cover behind the 9. Good shot by Shanelle. James, I did. I played in the. They turned it into a Scotch triples, which was really fun. I had a great time. It was fantastic. And I would say, like, if anybody watching is in the Denver area and wants to come down and check out some fantastic, high-level pool, I would say come down to Felt and just check it out. It's a great atmosphere. The people are great. The players are very personable. Going to be a great weekend. So Don had a good hit. Leave Shanelle a back cut into the top right. But the way the angle is right now, she doesn't really have to do much. Put like top with a little bit of right and swing the cue ball around 3 rails to come back down for the 7. Overcut it just a little bit. Which led to the scratch. Where the cue ball is at. Looks like she's going to go off 2 rails. Or might just take the long cut on the 7. Gonna take her medicine. Looks like she's just going to settle with the long cut, which is not a bad shot. Then you just kind of have to take your medicine rather than going for a harder 2-railer. So in the chat, it was asked, what is Scotch triples? Scotch triples is a lot like Scotch doubles, except with 3 people. So player A shoots, then player B shoots, then player C shoots, then player A shoots again, and then kind of rotates like on that, like that. All right, Shanelle with another opportunity. Has a good angle to get back on the 7. We hit it with like a little bit of a low right. It looks like she's shooting high. No, there we go. I think with this one, I would just kind of float the 5 ball in and just take a little bit of a longer cut on the 7. There you go. Now with this, just go 1 rail. With just a little bit of throw. We'll bring it back up to the table and have a good shot on the 8 in the lower left. Wants that cue ball to bounce a little. I have to just roll this ball in. Great shot by Don. Now, depending on preference, how's it going, sir? You can shoot in the side or shoot in the corner, but me personally, I like taking this in the middle, the left middle. Nice shot by Don. Don takes in a 6-4 lead.
All right, folks, this is a race to 8. Scoreline is currently 6-4 in favor of John Hopkins over Shanelle Loraine. It is Shanelle Loraine's break. So I had to step out of the booth. Did I miss anything super cool? What happened?
No.
Just some pool, huh?
Just some pool.
Just some pool. So we do have another guest commentary coming in for the 11 o'clock round, which is going to be myself versus Donna Selman. And I believe it's Dave Gross.
I know
So
Dave.
you know
Dave is
Dave.
from northern, like Fort Collins area.
Okay, and he's a Michigan guy, so that would make me excited. He's originally from Oakland, so it's pretty cool that he is coming in to do some commentary. I think we're going to try to get Susan Williams in here to partner in with him, so that'll be nice for you guys at home. Susan is a seasoned player here at the WPBA, and they'll be doing my match, so they better act right in the booth. No, I'm just kidding.
Or else.
I'm just kidding.
No, Dave's a great guy. For those who don't know Dave Gross, Dave Gross is a fantastic one-pocket player and plays a lot of 3-cushion.
So for those of you guys who are watching at home, could you guys take just a second to hit the thumbs up button for me? And if you are not subscribed to the WPBA Billiards channel, please make sure to subscribe. That way you get notified whenever we go live.
Yes. Smash that like and subscribe button.
Absolutely.
I think I did that right.
I hope so.
I've heard other people say it when I watch YouTube videos, right?
I thought you meant you think you subscribed. I was like, well, I hope so.
Oh, no. Like, I was trying to be like, no, smash that like and subscribe button.
That's right. That's the ticket. All right, so some awkward cueing here. She's elevated over the red 3. Like her trying to get under. I think she was attempting to get under the blue 2. Bank the 1-up table. She just caught it a little funny and double hit it. Like Dawn's going to use the blue 2 to help her. It leaked out.
Leaked just a little bit.
Boy.
I'm looking at to see if the 3-9, if the 9 can go off the 3 into the corner pocket. The only thing you have to be wary of is the cue ball. Cue ball. You're gonna be flirting with the scratch. No. Went in a totally different direction. It worked out okay. I think you can see the 1 in the top right and the 2 balls down in the bottom corner pocket.
Yeah, I seen someone in the chat room here on our YouTube channel that said, asked something about changing the way that we show the scores and the Fargo and the race too in parentheses there. And so we are partnered with Digital Pool here at the WPBA, and Digital Pool builds that overlay for us. So this is the way that they do it. This is not the way, this is not something that we actually control or creatively do. But thank you for your opinion. We appreciate it.
Actually has a good angle to come back out for the back to center table to get a shot on the 4. I get a little tongue-tied. My brain is still asleep.
Yeah, it's a little early, huh? Like the pool room's this pool room is not actually even normally open at this time.
No.
So for them to open early to allow us to start our day early, we want to try to be done so that their leagues can happen and not, cause chaos for the room itself. They have a huge other side of the room that's full of 7-foot tables, and I guess their leagues are pretty solid here. So we don't want to crash into them or for them to crash into us, and so we're starting a little earlier than normal.
That makes sense.
Oh
no.
Yeah. All right, so I think Dawn's going to come to the table here with it's a pretty quick opportunity. Ball in hand with the 4. She could just stop, really.
Right. Just roll up. With the 5 and 8 being essentially the 5, 8, and 9 both being in the pockets, not much you have to do.
The 9's a little bit tricky, but I think that from 3/4 of the table, it's a makeable shot. So she just wants to be mindful, getting herself back to the center of the table, and I think she's going to be plenty fine here. Shot.
Nice angle to kind of float back down for the 9 in the corner.
She hit that nicely.
Get on the hill.
this 9-ball for Dawn Hopkins to get to 7. Hey, Chinese Chews on the hill.
I like that nickname.
Chinese Chews.
Yep. Man, when I got word I was commentating at 9, I was like, isn't pool at 9 o'clock illegal? Like,
You know, it's wild because technically speaking, I would agree with you on that. But as I've gotten older, I think that I actually function a little bit better in the mornings
yeah.
than waiting late at night, you know? Now, if you start early and you play throughout the whole day, the late evening matches don't bother me. But when you don't start till 6 or 7 in the evening after being up all day,
Yeah.
sometimes that bothers me now. Back in the day, I would have preferred that.
Right.
You know, so it's crazy how you just change a little. All right, it looks like Shanelle's taking a break, folks. We're going to go ahead and throw some commercials. Please enjoy.
Digital Pool is the ultimate app for billiards enthusiasts, tournament directors, and league operators. Digital Pool enables world-class billiards events by using innovative technology to enhance and streamline the experience at every angle. Experience features like live scoring, text notifications, table assignments, real-time match updates, automatic reporting the Fargo rating, player stats and profiles, live streaming overlays, online player registration, and digital payment tracking. Enjoy all this and more by signing up for your free account at digitalpool.com.
All right, folks. We are back. I think Shanelle has made it back from her break. I hope you guys enjoyed the commercials and of course, our felt sponsor video there that gives you a rundown of all the different companies that have come together to put this event on for the WPBA. So thank you to them. It's like Dawn is breaking and she is on the hill. I think Dawn has also been breaking from the side in this match.
She has.
Both ladies have been breaking kind of from the same spot on the table. Oh, Dawn's moving over to. Has Dawn been breaking some from the right?
She started from the left, and then from the last half of the match, she's been breaking from the right side.
Okay. So the one is on the spot. The 9-ball doesn't count on the break in the bottom two corners. So needs to make it. She did make the wing ball, which was the 6. She got the 2 to travel. Hopefully the 1 crosses the plane. It looks like it has. That is a legal break, folks. She's going to remove that perfect rack from the table. Maybe the 1 did not go. Chanel's approaching. Must be.
Must be.
From here, it sure looks like it's crossed the plane, but I guess not. So Shanelle has the option here. Now Shanelle can take this shot, or she can give it back to Dawn. Dawn could push. Now, Shanelle cannot push, though. So she has to make a legal hit, make a legal shot.
Looks like she's going to get cover from the 5.
Shot.
That was a good shot. So now it looks like he was offensive and kick from behind it and send the cue ball back. Or defensive, sorry, excuse me. Defensive, shoot on the bottom rail, shoot 1 rail, send the cue ball back up table. It looks like she's going to go offensive here. And now where the cue ball is going to wind up. Think she got cover. Nice hit by Shanelle. This could be it. I'm looking at the 1-9 for the match. Got a little bit fortunate kicking that ball and that ball will go. One more try at it. One 9, part 2. I think Chanel's going to play the safe here. Bring the cue ball down table, bring the 1 ball down table, and then leave the cue ball behind, try to hide it behind the 8 or 9. Oh. I think got covered by the 5. Gosh, you can see it. Good shot. You have a good angle on the 2 ball to come back up. The 3 in the side. The only big problem is the 5 ball, the orange 5. Yeah, good angle. Now hit it with a little bit of right-hand English. It's a little bit of angle on the 4, depending on what she wants to do. She wants to give another 1-9 or 5-9 combination a try. Landed a little straight. Now she could try to bank it in the right middle for the 5. Yeah, good shot. And played for the 5 in the side, in the bank shot. Elected to play the safe. Give up a shot. I think with the score being 7-4, Shanelle has to go for this. She has to make something happen. The cue ball's going to be tracking naturally towards the 9, so you might get lucky. Thing with a lot of left. Got cover. Got away with it. Man, you just kind of feel it's destiny for this match, for this game to end with an early 9. I don't know. The opportunities just keep coming up for it. Good hit by Don. Now the side pocket shot's a little bit definitely tougher than taking it in the corner. I think it would take you have a little bit more room for error to take it in the top right. All right. Perfect goes. Got that slide it in past the 9 off the rail. Now she has a little bit of a, you have a little touch safe, hitting the left side, but bring the cue ball and hide behind the 8. But it looks like she's going to try the carom. Oh, nice effort. Let's try. Now down with the bank, the right middle. Cue ball should go around three rails for the 8 ball in the corner. Great shot. Now just have to compose yourself. Doesn't really have to do anything with the cue ball. Just pocket it with the 9 ball sitting in front.
All right, folks, this 9 ball for the win and to advance in the WPBA Olhausen Colorado Classic. This is apropos, is it not? This woman she's had to use so many things.
She started with the bridge, might as well end the match with the bridge, right?
That's right. All right, folks, there you have it. Congratulations to Dawn Hopkins. She will be advancing in this event. You guys can check out those brackets on digitalpool.com. And also, this will be the end of the road for Shanelle Loraine. Unfortunately, this was a B-side matchup, so she will be sent packing. I want to say thank you to Adam Cisneros for tuning in and joining us in the booth. I'm super excited you were here. You did a fabulous job. And what we're going to do is we're going to stop. We're going to reboot this stream, so you guys make sure to come back. But before you leave, please hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe to the WPBA Billiards YouTube channel so that you always get notified when we go live. This is Lonnie Fox Raymond, and thank you for tuning in.